All right, and then from here, moving back to a child's pose, we're gonna change this up a little bit. So knees come wide once more, big toes touch, walk your arms out in front of you. And we're gonna move to a needle thread. So I want you to slide your right hand through your left hand and the left knee. So just sliding it under. You wanna keep the right shoulder on the ground. Turn over so you're looking at the left side. So the right side of your head is relaxed on the ground, and pull your right shoulder toward the right. You should feel a nice stretch to the upper back, to the outside of your shoulder blade. Try to keep your hips back. So you don't want your hips coming way forward. You want the hips down. You shouldn't feel much of a stretch in your lower back here. We're trying to isolate the upper back. It helps to push the back of your right hand into the ground as you're doing this. And again, just lightly pull that right shoulder toward the right. All right, go ahead and switch sides. So right hand goes out to where it started. Left hand slides through. Left shoulder still on the ground. Left side of the head comes to the ground. Relax that. And then lightly pull your left shoulder toward the left. Keep your hips down toward your heels. And lightly press your left forearm into the ground. So this is helping to stretch your shoulder. This is important. Shoulder mobility is something that very few of us work on. And this is also targeting the muscles. In addition to your outer shoulder blade, it's also helping to stretch your rotator cuff, which those muscles definitely need more attention. Those are a very commonly injured muscle. And so this is a great stretch to help you take care of your shoulders long term. And also to help you jumpstart your shoulder recovery. So if you did a shoulder workout before, this is great for helping you recover and get back to your workout more quickly. All right, we're gonna move out of this, back to that child's pose position. All right, and then go ahead and come back to a tabletop. And we're gonna step up to a lunge from here. So grab your strap for this, step your right leg up, push your right hip toward the ground. We're gonna work on stretching the left hip here, left hip. Pull your ribs up away from your hips, bring the strap overhead, pull the strap in opposite directions, and then lean toward the right. So by leaning toward the side here, we're getting a deeper stretch through the left hip, which is our target. So we're lengthening that psoas even more. And this is great for improving your overall mobility, your flexibility, but also for helping that muscle lengthen and recover more quickly. So we're doing a lot with this stretch. And if you spend a lot of time sitting, this is going to help counter that position that you typically find your hips in. And the more you do it, the more flexible you'll become over time. Even without having to do warm-up, you'll become more flexible. All right, come back to the middle and switch sides. If it hurts for your knee to be on the ground, you can use a pad, or you can use a towel or a pillow, or just a balled up t-shirt, which is what I'm using to help out. All right, left leg forward now, left hip pushing toward the ground, arms up, use the strap, breathe in, and then lean toward the left. Try to keep your hips in toward the middle. Don't let your hips press way out to the side. Work on getting tall. And as you exhale, sink a little bit deeper or lean a little bit more to the left. Again, breathing in and out of your nose, nice and controlled. Every exhale, maybe you go a little bit deeper. If you're already feeling a great stretch and you don't need to go any deeper, then you don't need to go deeper, that's fine. Our goal with these is the sensation of the stretch. It's not about how deep you get, it's about what your body is feeling. So don't try to replicate what I'm doing. Don't try to replicate what someone else is doing. Just do what you feel comfortable doing, what makes the right stretch happen for you. All right, bring it back to the middle, release, and we're gonna stand up and do a couple of half sun salutations. So these are kind of these are one of those quintessential moves in yoga, the sun salutation. We're gonna be doing a half sun salutation today, and so not as intense, but really nice for opening up the spine. So you're gonna start with your toes touching in a mountain pose, heels about an inch apart, standing up nice and tall with your hands at your sides. Take a deep breath in, lift your arms up. And then exhale, bend your knees, and then forward fold. Now if you have that block nearby, grab the block, place that in front of your feet, and work on keeping your spine flat. So make sure that your spine isn't rounded and your upper back is above your lower back. Try to keep your back flat, and you want to keep core engaged. So make sure that you're keeping your core muscles engaged, that you're not just allowing your stomach to collapse. And you should be able to stretch through your hamstrings here. So the thighs are squeezing toward one another. You're pressing down through your feet. Your chin is lightly tucked. You shouldn't be feeling overly stretching in the back. It should be mostly in the hamstrings. You probably will also feel a stretch in the mid and upper back. All right, so we're moving to a half lift from here. Make your upper body parallel to the ground. Pull your chest forward. Get your sternum to look forward. So if you look at me from the side, or if you do this later on in the mirror, your back should be flat from the side. So core is tight, legs are squeezing toward one another. The knees might need to bend a lot in order to make this stretch happen, in order to help you get that flat back, and that's fine. All right, we're gonna fold back down. So keep the flat back, bring your chest toward your thighs, look behind you. And then we're gonna come back up. So I want you to sit your butt down, kind of like you're doing a squat. Bring your arms out in front of you, or maybe out to the side, and then lift all the way up. Inhale, and release your arms. Good, all right, one more of those. So inhale back up. Exhale and fold, bend the knees, forward fold, keep the abs tight, keep the legs slightly bent. Look behind you, get a stretch through your legs. Inhale to a half lift, pull your body forward, try to flatten out your back, tighten the abs. Exhale and fold, look behind you, keep the legs squeezing toward one another. And then inhale, sit your butt down, lift your arms up, and bring your hands back down. Nice. All right, so there's your half salutation. That's a great stretch to do for when your back is feeling sore or your legs are sore. All right, we're gonna grab a strap. We're gonna do some standing stretches with the strap behind the back to open up your chest and get your neck in better shape. So, strap is behind the back about shoulder width, or if you're more flexible, you can hold it about hip width distant. You're gonna reach your hands down and then pull your chest up through your arms. So you're trying to get your chest as open as much as you can. And then I just want you to lean toward the left a little bit. So you're just gonna lean your head over to the left. Gary, you can stay there, that's fine. And so you're just leaning over toward the left a little bit, getting a deeper stretch through the right, kind of through the collarbone area and all through the neck. So all these muscles from the shoulder up through your head, and just leaning over to the side. And as you inhale, try and get a little taller. And then exhale, see if you can let the head kind of slide over a little bit more. And it might be really uncomfortable at first, but as you breathe into it, as you hold it, it gets easier. Your neck opens up and it's gonna feel a lot better. All right, bring it back to the middle. Good. Take another breath in. And then again, lean other side. So now head over toward the right. Keep your chest open and keep your head lifted. You don't wanna just collapse your whole body, but you want to make sure that you're keeping upright through your body and just lightly leaning toward the right. If you want, you can squeeze the strap further away from your back to get deeper into the stretch. You can think about getting the shoulder further back as well, and that will help you get a deeper stretch. Give one more breath here. And then bring it back to the middle. Nice job. All right, and we're gonna release the strap and take it back down to the ground. We're gonna go into a low lunge once more. So take a big step back with your left foot, release the left knee down, untuck the back foot, and then swing your right arm under your left arm. So this is called an eagle stretch with your arms. So you're gonna bring your right arm under your left arm. Now if you can't, you're gonna try and grab your fingers, but if this is difficult, I want you to grab opposite shoulder blades instead. So just kind of give yourself a hug and press your arms together. Or you can just try pressing your forearm into your tricep like this. And then if you want, maybe you can interlace the fingers. So there's different stages here and each of them work. Your goal is to get a stretch through your shoulder blades. You should feel stretching between in the mid and upper back, in the middle. You can bring your elbows up higher to go deeper, and you can even lean back and get a little bit of a back bend if you want to get a deeper stretch for the hip. 2 breaths here. Keep the shoulders relaxed, keep your neck relaxed. All right, and then release and switch sides. So now left leg is coming up, right leg stays back. Push down through your left hip, pull the ribs up, get nice and tall, and then swing your left arm under your right arm. Again, whichever grip you want to do. If you want to grab opposite shoulder blades, dig the elbow into the arm, or interlace the fingers. All of those variations work. And then you're bringing your elbows up. You want to lift your chest up, so you want to make your spine as neutral as you can. You shouldn't be rounding forward like this, but we want to be nice and upright, maybe even a bit of a back bend. And every exhale, you're working a little bit deeper into this. And that could mean that you're increasing the depth, or it could mean that you're just relaxing into it a little bit more, and the intensity isn't quite as much as it was a few seconds before. Both show progress. Both show that you are working into the posture deeper. One more breath here. And then release. Thanks for joining me for this workout today. Make sure you subscribe. We put out lots of videos like this on a very regular basis. And to get full access to all of my workouts, my programs, tutorials, and more, head to manfulyoga.com, sign up for a 7-day trial. It's just $1. Thanks again for joining me, and I'll see you on the next video.